Hey there, wrestling fans. It's your host with the most, Team Right back with another wrestling news episode number 4. Yes, I know, wrestling fans, it has been a while since I had my show back, but I'm back in action. Sorry about the delay. I took a little time off, but I'm back and it felt damn good. Now, the first thing I want to discuss is the latest inductee of the 2015 Hall of Fame class is Kevin Nash. He got inducted last night on Raw. Now, does he deserve being a Hall of Fame? My thoughts, yes. He did a lot for the wrestling business. Number one, he was a bodyguard of Shawn Michaels back in the day. I love that. That was awesome. Then, down the road, he split being Shawn Michaels' bodyguard. He feuded with I'm not going in any certain order. He feuded with a couple of people for the IC belt. I don't remember because it's been so many moons ago. He feuded with um, Scott Hall or AK Razor Ramon for the IC belt. I was there live in Chicago, and um, Kevin Nash and Shawn Michaels were tag team champions. I love that name, two dudes with attitudes. I love that tag team name. And then he was the WF champion when he beat Bob Backlund. Less than 4 minutes at Madison Square Garden on the house show. So that's very rare. They record it and they use it for video footage. So that was awesome. And he had a great run for the belt. He had some great feuds. Not so much on the other end, he has some decent feuds. That's what I'm trying to say, and some of them were not that good. Like King Mabel, come on now, they had some great. Um, I think the best one he ever had against Bret Hart. It was Survivor Series '95, and that was the very first time that the Spanish announce table got destroyed. And ever since that, it's a tradition, and that's when Kevin Nash or AK Diesel turned heel, and the rest is history. And down the road, him and his good old buddy Scott Hall joined WCW. They formed the NWO at Hollywood Hulk Hogan. They won a couple of championships, tag team belts, and all that good stuff. I think he did um, great with WF and WCW. And he was part of TNA for a short time. I think he was. I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, my viewers. But I'm glad I'm going to see him in person at the Hall of Fame class. I know a lot of people were not too happy about this whole class, but frankly, I'm going to be live, so it don't matter. At least I'm going to see Macho Man. Well, um, they're going to cut an awesome speech. Hogan's going to induct him. I know a lot of people are not too happy. It should be his brother, but it's what it is. What it is. McMahon got his favorites. I like Hogan. The place is gonna erupt when Hogan's music gonna come out. You can watch this on W Network for only $9.99. I know you've been hearing that for a while, so sorry I won't say it again on this podcast. That'll be the last time. But I'm not too thrilled about the Bushwhackers being a Hall of Fame, but it's what it is. What it is. They should put the Demolition Hall of Fame. They should put Honky Tonk Man in the Hall of Fame, but I heard he denied it. Honky Tonk Man, you're the longest IC champion of all time. What the hell you would want to deny that opportunity? Whatever. Maybe he'll change his mind down the road. And a lot of guys I can't think of off my day. Oh yeah, Rick Rude should be in the Hall of Fame by now, but what the hell do you think waiting for? Christmas? They're just expression. Okay, let's get into this again, okay? I'm really looking forward to the IC ladder match with 7 guys. You know who they are. Hopefully, you see some holy shit moments at Mania. I picked my podcast WrestleMania predictions. I'd say Dan Bryan, or it could be Dolph Ziggler, or it could be Bad News Barrett. Hopefully, not Bad News Barrett. That'd be bad for business. Bad News Barrett needs to get a damn mid card um, title picture. He needs to be the main event. He needs to. Okay, I don't know what the hell is WWE waiting for. I know he was injured a while back, and they pushed him back to mid card, and that really upset a lot of Bad News Barrett fans and all that hoopla. And that's why they create this gimmick, Bad News Barrett, and they work for him. When he came back, he was cutting his promos. He was, I got some bad news for you, and frankly, it didn't work for me. But it grew on me, you know. Now I love Dean Ambrose. He's a psycho guy. He could be a great IC champion. He was a former U.S. champion, so maybe, just maybe, he could be the new IC champion. We'll find out this Sunday. Do you think we'll see like a, two guys who are fighting over the IC belt? It reminded me of what happened, No Mercy between Y2J and Shawn Michaels. They were fighting for the world heavyweight belt, and I love that freaking match. Of course, Y2J won it, but my stomach just dropped because I was really into that damn match, and I really wanted Shawn Michaels win that match, but he was a part-time wrestler and the rest is history. So that could happen at the ladder match for the IC belt. Now the Divas match, I really don't give a darn. I really wish they changed their mind on Monday, and instead of a tag team match, it will be a fatal 4-way match for the Divas belt. Was not the case, but they could change their mind at the last minute. They always say, on Twitter, give Divas a chance. Well, give them the damn the Divas belt online and make it a fatal 4-way instead of a tag team Divas match. What's your thoughts, my viewers? Now, a lot of viewers, a lot of people saying on paper, internet, and all that crazy shit, they do not think that Roman Reigns cannot carry the company. Now, that's their thing. That's their thoughts. Now, my thoughts is they pushing the guy way too far, too fast. They said the same thing back in the day with The Rock. They push him way too fast, and look what happened. He won a couple of championships. He had a lot of great feuds. He's a future Hall of Famer. And plus, he had better mic skills than Roman Reigns. Just because he related to The Rock, that don't mean nothing, You have to have great mic skills, Maybe one day in the future we'll see The Rock versus Roman Reigns, family match. I don't know how they're going to come up with that. One's going to be a heel, one's going to be a face. Or they both could be faces. But back what I was saying about Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Now, there's a lot of rumors going around that Lesnar is going to leave the company. You will not believe it until you see it. He might say F you to the wrestling fans like he did at WrestleMania 20. And a lot of fans said, nah, 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 hey, goodbye. It might be like a deja vu again. But this time, Roman Reigns is going to beat him for the belt. That means Brock Lesnar is hit his way out for he's going to leave the company because he never resigned. Then, a few minutes later, Seth Rollins cashes in and becomes the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And it's going to be Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, the feud for summer. And then they're going to have a match, a couple of pay-per-views, and at SummerSlam. I mean, that's just my prediction. Or on the other hand, Brock Lesnar could retain, and that means he resigned with the company. I'm probably going to know this already by Mania time, because social media ruins everything these days, and that sucks. Um, Another thing is, I guess LL Cool J probably is gonna sing the national anthem or whatever because he's in California. I think. I don't know what else I'm gonna say. I just hopefully this whole show delivers. I just want to see some holy shit moments. Um, Maybe I'll mark out like crazy. Mark out, not make out. I screwed up on Twitter. Okay, so I apologize for that. Um, it's a 4 hour show. Well, if you're including the pre-show, it's 5 hours. Now a lot of people are pissed off why they put the tag team belts on the pre-show. They should put it on the main card. Now, right now, one of the Usos are injured. That's what he said. One of the reports says so far it's going to be a fatal 4-way for the tag team belts. Now, if one of the Usos cannot make it, it'd be a triple threat match for the tag team belts. I'm not gonna say who's in it. You know already who's in it. Now, most of the time, the day after Mania, something big happens. Hopefully, something big happens. Hopefully, it's not a letdown. Um, Hopefully, the weather will be awesome. Hopefully, no rain, and hopefully, it's a great time for WrestleMania weekend. Now, who's ever going to Mania or WrestleMania weekend, let me know. On Twitter, because I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna chill out with my homies, hopefully, or just chilling out, whatever, and take some awesome pictures. I really want to go to the WrestleMania Superstore. I think this is the second time they're doing this. I gotta get the information. I think I'm taking my tablet. Then you guys could be a part of my show live at my hotel room or wherever when I do my WrestleMania review. Okay, I just can't save it on my tablet, so I think Lucas is gonna help me with that. So and make the picture for me again. So thanks, Lucas, for making this picture of Wrestling News episode number 4. I really appreciate it, Lucas. You're the man with the master plan. Hey, Tony, what up, homie? But another thing is I want to discuss about the wrestling passion of the wrestler. He's a Mexican wrestler, passed away. I'm very, very sad he passed away. I was very shocked when that happened. I really don't watch wrestler. I mean, I kind of screwed up there. I don't really watch Mexican wrestlers that much, the company, because I don't know, I just never got into it. But I do watch Once in a Blue Moon, New Japan wrestlers, New Japan Wrestling. That's what I'm saying. All thanks to my friend for my project. He said something on his Facebook recently, so I decided to watch it. So it's pretty good. I'm really surprised it's in English, so that kind of shocked me. It's a pretty decent show. It's a different change than WWE. I think the Reels in there and other former WWE superstars. What else? I'm really looking forward to see Sting versus Triple H. It was awesome to see Sting kick off Raw. A lot of people are mad that Taker did not appear at all for the road to WrestleMania. Like I said earlier in this podcast edition. Well, it's what it is what it is. I just hopefully he's in way better shape than the last year's Mania. I mean, if Taker was in better shape, do you think that would be a better match? Maybe, maybe not. I think he has one more Mania to go. I don't know how many years he got left on his current contract. Of course, he's a future Hall of Famer. Of course, he's a legend. That's why he only makes rare appearances. I'm just looking forward to all that great stuff. Now, I heard rumors from the grapevine that for Stinger, he's gonna have a different ring gear. He needs to change his theme. He should go back to the WCW theme. I'll definitely be very happy. Maybe he will use that for WrestleMania. Time will tell. Now, you may know this, my viewers, or may not. They're setting up the WrestleMania 31 stage. And I don't know when they're going to get this done. Maybe by Thursday or Friday. It looks very good so far. Of course, they're going to have a canopy over the ring in case it rains. So they don't give a shit about the fans. They just give a shit about the wrestlers in case they slip and fall. So I cannot wait to see the pyro. I cannot wait to see Triple H's entrance like he did last year. That was awesome. Taker's entrance. They don't do this for every wrestler. They should, because I know they can afford it. I know they're on a budget cut. And now, after WrestleMania, things will get back to normal, and a lot of wrestling fans are not going to watch every single Raw. I'm going to watch it, because I'm a true WWE fan. I've been a WWE fan since the early 90s, okay? When it used to be really, really bad. But I bite my tongue. That means I say to myself, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, and it did. The Attitude Era. Now, when the Attitude Era was gone, a lot of people are bitching. Says I miss the Attitude Era. You know, that's back in the day. Now we got this PG bullshit. You know, I really want to see John Cena turn heel. Maybe there will be a great WrestleMania moment to say, holy shit, he turned heel. He turned heel. Maybe if he does not win the U.S. title, he's going to get very mad, very disappointed, and just destroy Russo. And then Russo will turn face. Is that going to happen? I don't think so. And what the hell is Lana? Is she filming a movie? If she is, that's bad for business. She needs to be by her guy the whole way, because she's better on the mic than he is. And she's very, very sexy. Hubba, hubba, hubba. He does not need to be still the U.S. champion, or John Cena does not need to be U.S. champion at all, but if it happens, it happens. Of course it's going to happen. Then a lot of rumors are flowing around that if he wins it, he's going to change the belt back to the spinning belt. Why you want to go back in history? You should go forward of history. I don't know what else to tell you. I really want to see Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler. Maybe the next pay-per-view, Extreme Rules, live from the All-State Arena. That's my brother and myself will go. And I cannot wait. My brother cannot wait either. Hopefully you see some great matches. Maybe by that time we'll see Seth Rollins as the World Heavyweight Champion. And we'll find out. It's gonna be a screw job. I just know it for the main event. I don't know what's gonna be an event. It could be Triple H versus Sting, the main event, or for the W World Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the main event. Guys and ladies, what's your thoughts? What match would you like to see for the main event? I know one of these matches, I mean, it will be very, very slow. Now, what's your thoughts on this Andre the Giant Battle Royal? Once again, I thought they were just going to have it one-time deal. They should, because last year's was the 30 years anniversary of Mania. It makes more sense. I guess instead of having the Money in the Bank ladder match at Mania every year, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, of course the trophy, whoever wins that, is replacing the Money in the Bank. It's what it is. Now, instead of having the big trophy, whoever wins should get like a title shot for the tag team belts, or an IC belt, or a US belt for the mid cards. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense. Instead of a darn trophy, maybe whoever wins that will get pushed this time correctly, because Rosario won it last year and W kind of screwed up. And I don't know what happened to Jack Swagger's manager. I don't know if he took some time off, or W just let him go because they never reached a new deal with him. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we'll come back at Mania. That'd be sweet. Now, I am not a big fan of Jack Swagger. It reminds me of Kurt Angle ripoff, the gimmick, you know. the all American kind of gimmick. I think WWE needs Jack Swagger with a new gimmick. Maybe he could turn heel on someone. I don't know. He's never on TV that much. I know that's Steven Breach's buddy. Now I don't have a favorite wrestler. Okay, I like them all. If I like one guy, if he leaves the company, then so be it. For example, I love CM Punk. Am I mad he left? Yeah, I was, but I'm kind of happy that he went to UFC and train more. Maybe down the road, wrestling fans, he'll go back to WWE, be a part-time wrestler, and become WWE World Heavyweight Champion, like Lesnar. If Lesnar could do it, Punk could do it. Do you think um, CM Punk will ever be in the Hall of Fame? In Dana Bryan's words, yes. Speaking of Hall of Fame, let me catch my breath. Speaking of Hall of Fame, I really think down the road, China will be in the Hall of Fame. I know what Triple H says. Kids could look up her history, say China, and it's bad stuff. Come on, Triple H, get on with the times. Put her in the Hall of Fame. She was a big part of DX. She was a big part of the Attitude Era. I don't know if it's you or if it's your wife Stephanie. Stephanie, have some class and put her in the Hall of Fame, for crying out loud. That make no freaking sense at all. Makes me mad. She paid her way for young divas. Now these divas just prance around like the bitches they are. No offense, who love the divas, but it's damn true. I know a lot of people are gonna hate me when I'm saying. Probably get a lot of thumbs down, but the Bellas are very awesome. Okay, the only reason they're on TV because they're total divas. Just like Paige and all the girls on Total Divas. That's why they get pushed on Raw. Without Total Divas, they will never get a major push, and that is damn true. I love Total Divas. I cannot wait for the next season. I forgot when it kicks off, sometime in July. What else? I think when I made a video a while back, after WrestleMania, they're gonna have the return of Tough Enough. Hopefully, it did not fall through. Wrestling fans, do you hear anything new about that? If it's gonna happen the day after Mania or did it fall through? What's your thoughts? Too bad Y2J is not at this year WrestleMania. I love Y2J. He's a great performer. He's a future Hall of Famer. I mean, I don't love him like that. I like him as a performer. Okay, so don't judge me when I'm saying wrong stuff all the time. Another thing is, I know next year WrestleMania 32 will be in home of the Dallas Cowboys. What would be a good place for WrestleMania 33 and 34? What's your thoughts down below? Do you think we'll ever come back to Indianapolis, Indiana, or like Minnesota, the new one down the road, or North Carolina, home of the Carolina Panthers, or the Atlanta Falcons? I guess they're gonna get a new spanking new stadium in the future. We'll find out in the future. I don't think Chicago will ever host it ever again, because McMahon wants to go to these big ass stadiums and all that great stuff. And I don't know. McMahon should just 1 year it's an outdoor stadium like the football stadiums, and another year is he should go to these dinky ones. But it's not gonna happen because he wants to break time. He wants to break the all-time record. Speaking of the all-time record, I really think in my heart, WWE wants to break the all-time record from WrestleMania 3, and it's gonna happen at WrestleMania 32, home of the Dallas Cowboys. I made a video on it, not that, about maybe possibility The Rock versus not Goldberg, I'm sorry, The Rock versus Brock Lesnar 2, the sequel. I don't mind to see that. A lot of viewers might have mixed emotions. I think that match take place next year in Dallas, the roof will come apart, and most likely, um, Taker might have his last match because this is in Dallas, Texas, and probably the next night, or he might be the Hall of Fame, or whatever they want to do, or maybe this might be the last one. I don't know. We'll find out. Um, this WrestleMania, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna stay positive on this trip. Gonna have some awesome food, excellent beer, and all good stuff. Maybe meet some ladies from me. Just kidding. Um, I'm gonna sign off here. Thank you very much, my viewers, for tuning in. So follow me on Twitter. It's TeamRY32. Like my Facebook like page is down below. And last but not least, sub to my YouTube channel. It's called Team Right. So good night, my viewers, and I'll see you next Wrestling Podcast edition. Not too sure when it's gonna happen. So have a good one, my wrestling gurus. Have a good night.